Some big news coming in. MLAs from the Gehlot camp in Rajasthan are now headed to a resort in Jaisalmer. Earlier, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot hinted to his MLAs that the trust vote will be on the 17th of August. It appears that he is insistent on keeping his flock together. All of these MLAs now set out to head to a resort in Jaisalmer until the trust vote, which is supposed to be held on the 17th of August, which is what Ashok Gehlot is hinted at. Dev Ankur joining us live for more details on this. Dev, we're getting some first images of MLAs there headed to a resort in Jaisalmer. This is going to be quite interesting. For another close to 17, 18 more days, they have to stick together. And this is a time of a pandemic. We're looking at a public health emergency across the globe. India is no different. Rajasthan is no different. We're seeing a spike. Cases are only rising despite all those efforts by people at large and our medical professionals. We're looking at cases on the rise at a time like this. Governance is kept at the back burner, and keeping the government stable has taken precedence here in Rajasthan, which really speaks volumes of the capacity of the Gehlot government itself. They're not sure of their own members, and now they're all headed to a resort in Jaisalmer to ensure that the flock stays together until a trust vote.
Well, quite ironic that in this pandemic situation, when all of the state has been, people have been trying to ensure that they stay protected. There have been so many cases of coronavirus. The MLAs are being flocked together right now. They are traveling towards the Jaipur airport. From there, they will be taken in chartered flights to Jaisalmer. There are two buses that are currently traveling towards Jaipur airport, and there will be another batch of the MLAs who will be traveling to Jaisalmer, and they will be staying over there in a 5-star luxurious property, which is Suryagarh Hotel. It is like a fort out there, a luxurious property in Jaisalmer on the outskirts of the Jaisalmer city, where these MLAs will be staying probably for the next 13 to 14 days. Because remember, on August 14, the assembly session will be convening. We also understand that the strategy of the Congress is to ensure that a floor test happens on the 17th of August. So before that, Ashok Gehlot clearly wants to ensure that his flock does not wither away, that there is no poaching. And for that, he will try to ensure that up till 12 or 13 August, these MLAs are kept together. And the thinking was that given that the governor has already declared a date, the chances of poaching have gone up many-fold, and that is why these MLAs were to be kept at a secluded place, and the Jaisalmer, which is about 12 hours away from Jaipur, was considered as the most suitable place. I also spoke with a few people in the Rajasthan government. The ministers will not be going. The Rajasthan chief minister will also be staying put in Jaipur. But clearly at this point in time, when the state was reeling under a pandemic, the government has considered it as prudent to take all these MLAs to Jaisalmer. Nabila?
Right. Dev, do stay with us. We do know that Ashok Gehlot is very rigorously guarding his flock, keeping it together until the trust vote. In fact, the Rajasthan police, in the meanwhile, the police team has reached the Manesar Hotel to question the Sachin Pilot camp MLAs. The Anti-Corruption Bureau of the state will grill Bhavar Lal and Vishwendra Singh in connection with the alleged attempt to topple the Gehlot government. Meanwhile, Sanjay Jain, the businessman accused of indulging in horse trading, has been taken to court after he denied to give a voice sample to the police. Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot hints at a trust vote on the 17th of August. In the meanwhile, to ensure all of them stay together, they're headed to a resort in Manesar now. Sources reveal that during a conversation with the MLAs, Gehlot requested them to continue their unity until the 17th, until the trust vote. In fact, the state assembly session is all set to kickstart from August 14th after Gehlot sent 4 proposals to the governor. However, none of these proposals mention a trust vote anywhere.
कल रात से जैसे ही 14 तारीख की तारीख आई है असेंबली की, उसी वक्त से जो पहले वो पहली किस्त 10, दूसरी किस्त 15 की थी, अब आपको जान के आश्चर्य होगा, अब अनलिमिटेड हो गई है। अब पूछा जा रहा है, अब आप बताओ क्या चाहिए आपको। इसका मतलब 25 से जो है हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग की रेट और बढ़ गई है। अगर वो कांग्रेस के चुनाव चिन्ह पे जीत के गए हैं तो पहली ड्यूटी है कि सरकार के साथ में खड़े दिखे वो पब्लिक को भी। जनता उनके क्षेत्र में क्या सोच रही होगी कुछ सोच नहीं सकता, उनका एहसास अभी उनको है नहीं और वो बीजेपी की गोद में खेल रहे हैं। पूरी तरह बीजेपी की जो तैयारियां हैं, बीजेपी ने वहाँ पर इंतजाम किए हुए हैं, उन्हीं की पुलिस है, उन्हीं के घेरे में बंद है। वहाँ पर स्थितियाँ सबके सामने हैं, पूरा प्रदेश देख रहा है, पूरा देश देख रहा है, पूरा खेल बीजेपी का है ये।
Well, we heard that. Let's quickly cut across back to Dev Ankur. Dev, we do know that the governor has finally given a date for the assembly to begin. In fact, the assembly session starts on the 14th, but nowhere in the appeal made by the chief minister to the governor has there been a mention of a trust vote, even though we understand that Gehlot is quite keen on a trust vote. But he hasn't really mentioned that in his letter to the governor. Apart from that, we're looking at him keeping his flock together until the trust vote happens on the 17th of August. They're being flown into Jaisalmer in special chartered flights. Who pays for this expense?
Well, I did ask a question with regard to as to who was paying the expense at the Fairmont Hotel in Jaipur, where all of these MLAs were kept together, and the response that came forward from the state government side was that the MLAs are capable of paying for themselves. But it is quite ironic that close to 100 MLAs are quite capable of paying for themselves, despite that, a large population of Rajasthan is not, capable right now of ensuring that they are able to thrive in this pandemic in a manner which, provides for reasonable sustenance, because people have lost livelihoods, people have lost jobs. There have been such a lot of misery that has been playing out in Rajasthan during this pandemic, and these elected representatives have chosen to stay at 5-star luxurious facilities. So the irony clearly is quite is really stark. And if one compares with how these people have been living for about a month now in 5-star facilities, the entire comparison makes for some kind of a very wretched picture in Rajasthan at this point in time. Also, it is quite interesting to note as to how the MLAs from the pilot camp have already mentioned that they will be taking part in the proceedings of the Rajasthan Assembly. And if you took note of that, the Rajasthan Chief Minister repeatedly hit out at the BJP, but did not speak about his own MLAs, the MLAs who have turned rebel, because there is a sense in the Rajasthan government that perhaps some of these MLAs can return to the fold, and the Rajasthan government is banking on some of these MLAs because it knows for a fact that even if it is able to sail through in case of a floor test, the future of the government will lie in jeopardy, because it's a very wafer-thin majority of only one MLA or two MLAs in Rajasthan Assembly, and it would want to have at least 6 to 7 more MLAs to be able to ensure that the next 3.5 years of this government in Rajasthan is secure, and it does not have to live with in a crippled atmosphere where there is always a threat of the BJP or someone else.
No doubt. In fact, Dev, we're looking at all stakeholders here standing divided. Nobody has absolute majority. Everyone's treading on thin ice. That's why it more or less looks like a wait and watch situation where you're going to see last minute who jumps the ship, if at all there will be any defections, or if Gehlot will somehow manage to keep his flock together until his term is completed.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.